The influencer marketing strategy, does it work? In this video, I'm gonna cover both perspectives, both from the person that is the influencer and then also the perspective of maybe you're a brand trying to get your product or service out into the hands of an influencer if it pays off for you to use that type of marketing. My name is Jesse with Inspire Video Marketing, where I show you how to inspire others with your video marketing and make a great living while doing it. If that's something you're looking to do, subscribe and click the bell icon to catch the newest videos. So influencer marketing, I've got some friends that have done this. I've done this as the influencer, and as the influencer, does it pay off? Absolutely, if done correctly. So there's some things you'll want to keep in mind. Anytime you're growing an audience, when you have like a YouTube channel or a Facebook page or an Instagram following, you don't want to just put out stuff that has nothing to do with what it is your audience expects from you, unless you can find a really good way to tie it in. So while the product or service that you're reviewing might not have to be exactly what you're about. So an example would be for my basketball skills training channel. I've done things that aren't necessarily like basketball skills training tools. I've done ones that are as well, but I've also done ones that are like apps that can help a team communicate. So I've promoted an application like that, or basketball shoes, right? There's a lot of little things that go into basketball that tie into it, things that can help a player play better, or tools, clothing, things that are part of the culture, right? All those things are opportunities to bring in. So if you're an influencer that has a brand, figure out what would actually tie in what you have to offer. And if it doesn't, maybe if you're more of an entertainment vlog type based channel, figure out ways that you can bring it in a way that makes it entertaining, comedic. You use whatever the product is in a way that's kind of funny or just unexpected. But you gotta figure out some type of a way of bringing it in that makes sense for your message, that still produces a good quality video, or that ties into a part of what you're gonna make your video about. Now, as an influencer, another tactic you could use is say, okay, what is this product about, and how can I take what it is about and make it something that I can tie in to a video? So either have a video that's got like 5 steps, and maybe it's step number 3. For me, I had the one about a communication app. So I was like, how do you get more playing time? Well, and I said one of the big things is be on the same page with your coach and communicate with your teammates. So I was able to bring that communication app in to one of the steps of a full video where it was actually a part of the video, and I wasn't just making a blatant advertisement for the product. Now you could even go as far as to say, make an entire video about what the product does and talk about why what that thing that the product does is so important. Not necessarily the product, but what the product does is so important, or what the service does is so important. And then from there you could say this might be something challenging, or it might be a hassle, or maybe you can't do it very well. But with this product, it makes it easier, it makes it better. So boom, now you're making a video that's great quality content, but you're bringing in that product or service and tying it in really well, and that equals a happy brand and a happy audience. Okay, so the other side of the coin, and this is also gonna help influencers, so stay tuned to the end, but if you're the person trying to get your product or service out there, and if you're an influencer, these are things you wanna keep in mind if you're negotiating a brand deal. But if you're the company with the product or service, here's what I would look for, and it's not probably what you would think. First of all, I would look at the channel, the YouTube channel, or the Instagram page, or the Facebook page, and say, what kind of a following do they have? That's step 1, but that's not all I would look at. In fact, that would be just a small sliver. Now, that'll help you get a gauge if they have an audience that they built, if they have a connection, but also just kind of see, okay, who's got their name out there, who's got a little bit of a buzz. Now, it doesn't have to be a huge following. It could be as simple as just having maybe 1,000, couple hundred well-targeted subscribers, followers, page likers, whatever you want to call them. But you want to make sure they're well targeted to, number 1, what you have to offer. And then the big second thing I would look at is what kind of a following do they have as far as engagement level goes. So if they upload a new YouTube video, what kind of views is it getting? Do they have 100,000 subscribers where they're getting like 100 views total, like after a couple days, couple weeks? That's a red flag, right? Maybe, okay, they have a lot of subscribers, but just because they have a lot of subscribers doesn't mean you're gonna get the eyeballs on your product that you're looking for. So you definitely wanna take a look and go through a bunch of their videos, a bunch of their posts if they're doing Instagram or Facebook, and then from there get a gauge of how many views they're getting, how many likes they're getting, shares, right? All those things are gonna gonna be very important, and especially the comment section. You can get a very good vibe for what kind of a following they have. On top of just looking at their channel, you can say, okay, this is what the subscribers or the followers are actually thinking. This is what they're actually saying. This is what they're actually looking for. And you can get a pulse of if what they think and what they're into is gonna fit what your product or service is all about. Now, I would say those last things are much more important than the overall subscriber count, the page count, all that. Because if you can find someone that has maybe a little bit of a smaller following, but is growing quickly and is getting a lot of views, a lot of engagement on their videos, then you might be able to negotiate a deal where maybe you don't have to pay as much as you would for hundreds of thousands of subscribers, but get just as good or better of results. So whether you're the influencer or the brand, you'll want to pay attention to those things, and that way everyone can get a deal that works and makes everybody happy. Now, a big key to make sure that video gets the views you're after is the search and or suggested engine optimize it. This YouTube video right here has you covered top to bottom with how to do that. If this video helped, click that like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon to catch the newest videos, and I'll see you in this video next.